Jeff, best shooter in the NBA right now?
I think he is.
Best three-point shooter in the NBA.
Who's the best shooter overall?
LeBron?
No, Kevin Durant is a better...
Really?
I'll take this guy because he's pretty special. And in a few years in the NBA, he's become a superstar.
He is the first Twitter star of the NBA. When he goes off, everybody goes to Twitter and says, you've got to watch the Warriors. He's gone off.
And then the next day, there are more Steph Curry clips going around on the days that he goes off than any player in the NBA. You got to see what he did last night.
But as easy as he makes the game look, his road to greatness has not been anything close to as smooth as you might imagine.
Today's a big ticket day. Everybody's still offering me tickets. Steph needed about 45, 50 tickets. And I'll probably still get a call before I get to the arena, maybe even before the game starts. Here comes another call for tickets right on cue. Hello?
It's December in Charlotte, North Carolina. Del Curry, a TV analyst for the Bobcats, is on his way to work. It's a short trip that represents a long journey.
It's a father's dream to watch your son compete and do the things that you did, and he's better than you are. There's no doubt about it. I can still shoot a little bit, but he's way better than I ever was.
He is the Golden State Warriors all-star guard, Del's oldest son, 26-year-old Stephen Curry.
It's still surreal to me, for real. I mean, to come and play against them and see him on the sidelines, and I know he's commentating on me now, trying to stay as neutral as possible probably, but you know, it's still surreal for me for sure.
Surreal because the NBA's best shooter was once a long shot.
I don't think anyone could envision what he's done on the basketball court. We knew he had the work ethic and the drive and the dedication and the want, but you just don't know how things are going to work out.
March 14th, 1988, Wardell Stephen Curry II was born. That summer, his father, a 6'4" shooting guard, joined the Charlotte Hornets.
Curry pulls up, knocks down the tray.
He would make over 1,200 threes in 16 seasons, earning a reputation as one of the best shooters in the game.
It's good that my teammates, they know when I'm in the zone, they're going to do everything they can to get me the ball.
Pick and roll play, Curry lets it fly.
I remember just on school nights wishing I could go to the game. My mom would say, no, you can't go to the game on school nights because we're not going to get home till 11 or 12. And so when they had Friday or Saturday night games, that was like the biggest deal for us because we knew we were going to the game that night.
How much time did Del spend teaching him the game?
Not very much at all, because we wanted to just let it come naturally.
Yeah, I was a competitive guy. I loved all the sports that I played, but there was something about basketball and kind of doing what your dad did that had a little more of a draw to it.
He didn't have to follow in his dad's footsteps. He could do anything he wanted to do, try anything he wanted to do, but as long as he gave it 100%.
When I was in 8th grade, I made a decision to spend all year round on it and do what it took that was necessary to play in college.
But as a high school sophomore, Stephen stood just 5'6" and weighed 125 pounds. Lacking strength, he still shot the ball from his waist.
I told him, listen, son, if you want to play in the college, you're going to have to bring it up and get it up above your head, over your forehead. So we worked at it all summer. That was a tough summer for him.
It was tough for me to watch them in the backyard, late nights, a lot of hours during the day, working on his shot, because, I mean, they broke it down to a point where he couldn't even shoot at all. He'd be back there at times crying, not wanting to work on his game. He had to do it rep after rep after rep to a point where he was able to master it.
With his remastered shot, Stephen averaged just under 20 points a game his junior season of high school.
Growing up in Tar Heel country, you want to play for Duke, NC State, Carolina, and Wake Forest. I wanted to play on that level.
I don't ever remember even seeing him. I do know that when I did see him, I thought, man, he is little.
The only major program to recruit Stephen was his father's alma mater, Virginia Tech. And even they said he would have to walk on.
I don't think he's ever said it before, but I mean, you could tell that hurt him a little bit.
How did you handle the disappointment of those bigger schools not coming after you?
I used it as motivation that summer before my senior year in high school to just play my game, and you know, the right coach and the right college would come and make themselves known that they wanted me.
That college was Davidson, a small liberal arts school 20 minutes north of home.
The big-time schools didn't recruit him because of his appearance, I think, his size, his stature. People just saw him as a low major, mid-major guard that they were a dime a dozen.
What did you see in him?
I saw brilliance.
Just the way he talked and the confidence that he expressed and how, you know, I could impact, you know, their team right away. You know, if I allowed him to let him coach me, that good things would happen.
His first game as a college player, he started against Eastern Michigan up in Ann Arbor, and in the first half, he had 9 turnovers. We're down 18 points at halftime. I'm rethinking whether he belongs to be in the starting lineup. Put him in the starting lineup in the second half. We won the game. Next night against Michigan, he dropped 32.
I was very surprised. We passed Coach McKillop in the airport, and he grabs me and my wife. He goes, "Your son's gonna make a lot of money playing this game one day." I'm thinking, okay, maybe overseas, you know.
But the best was yet to come for Stephen, who had grown to 6'3" by his sophomore season. March 21st, 2008.
Curry, 3, yes!
The NCAA tournament. With his parents in the stands, Stephen scored 40 against Gonzaga. 2 days later, he dropped 30 on Georgetown.
Curry driving on Wallace, a high 3, got it!
I don't even have the words to kind of describe that whole experience. I mean, we just sat there and just scratched our head. We'd come home and we'd say, Phil and I would say, "Can you believe that?" And we'd almost ride home in silence because it was just like, what is he going to show us next time?
To Curry, left-hand corner, let's grab it off Gobay and raise a 3.
The star of the tournament whose legend continues to grow, Stephen Curry.
He averaged 32 points a game in Davidson's Cinderella run to the Elite 8. In a span of 10 days, Stephen Curry had become a household name.
We changed from being Dell's son to Dell being his father.
A couple days later, the Bobcats had a game, and we got tickets. I told him, I said, "Hey, I'm going to bring Steph to the game." And the security guy calls me. He goes, "Do you need security?" I'm good. "Nah, you don't need security. What do you mean? He comes to the games all the time." He said, "Okay." So we get to the game, mob. It's like a rock star. I'm like, "Oh, we need some security here." So that's what I knew. Okay, things have changed.
In his junior season, there was more of the same. He led the nation in scoring, averaging almost 29 points a game, then declared for the 2009 NBA draft.
I kind of heard the same stuff outside going into the NBA. I'm too small, not athletic enough, can't play defense, not strong enough. I was nervous. Obviously, making that transition is a big deal.
With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
And here is Curry hitting another 3.
In 2010, Stephen finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting. But in the next 2 seasons, chronic right ankle problems would force him to miss 48 games and undergo 2 surgeries.
Every question I got was, you know, how are your ankles? You know, are you going to be, you know, that pseudo Grant Hill story, or you have an injury that kind of holds you back from reaching your full potential?
He's always injured, the rumors, everything. It's really tough. So it was good that he could be here around family to keep that encouragement while he was rehabbing. But again, he's a very competitive, determined kid. He wasn't going to let it stop him.
After 6 months of rehab, in November of 2012, Curry returned for his fourth season. He set a new single-season NBA three-point record.
Curry for three. Wow! Unbelievable!
Signed a 4-year, $44 million contract extension, and led the Warriors to the playoffs in a first-round upset of the Denver Nuggets.
Steph Curry fires away. Got it! Are you kidding me?
Steph has more game than his pops. And that's with all due respect to old school basketball and Dell. To me, Steph Curry has blossomed into a superstar. He has simply become the face of this franchise.
He's also become, like his father, a family man. Stephen lives in Oakland with his wife, Aisha, who he met in high school, and their 2-year-old daughter, Riley.
Just love coming home and seeing her and see what did she learn today, and smiling and having fun and lighting up not only my eyes, my wife's eyes, my whole family. Just they don't really worry about me and my wife anymore. They're just, hey, where's Riley at?
Typically, he's at practice, comes home, and we are chilling, cooking dinner, watching Modern Family on the couch, playing with Riley. Like, we're like the most normal people on the face of the planet. It's kind of sad.
But on this September day, something far from normal.
I've never really been afraid of heights, but looking at this, I'm starting to.
Just a week before training camp, Stephen and Aisha are trying something new.
Oh! 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 What? That's friggin'.
Reaching new heights was a fitting start to Stephen's 5th NBA season.
Curry to win! Good!
He was voted a starter at his first All-Star game in New Orleans.
So cheers to...
That weekend confirmed how far Stephen Curry has come. The undersized kid from Charlotte, the Longshot, has become the talk of the NBA.
Are you gonna give my point guard 3 hezzies? You gonna go here, here, and then here again? I'm like, damn. 3 hezzies? Give my point guard 3 hezzies though for the L. Real like, damn, try bad motherfucker.
Bad boy.
What?
I often get guys that I played with, guys still in the league. I'd pay to watch your son play. That's the ultimate compliment.
Just want to say thank you to everybody in this room. To enjoy this whole experience with each and every one of you is definitely something I'll remember, so thank you. Every bit of the journey was worth it. Who would have thought? It's crazy. This is crazy, right?